G'day, I'm Lette, deranged author. I've just got out of the pool, as you can tell, glamour, glamour, glamour. But I did remember to shave my armpits, so everything's fine. Well, CAROLANNE, look at me, woman. I'm covered in sunspots. In England, they think I've got leprosy. So what I would have changed is I would have worn sunblock. You could play join the dots with my sunspots. And what they would say is, you bloody idiot, where was your sunblock? So, you know, as surfy girls, we used to cut our boyfriends' names out in paper and sticky tape them on our stomachs to get a tan tattoo in the shape of their name. So, you know, I always say that if ever I get cancer, I'll have a melanoma called Bruce and have to have a Brucectomy to get rid of it. So I think, yes, sunblock, sunblock, sunblock. Kylie, let me tell you, the only reason you become a writer is it's so much cheaper than therapy. So, yeah, I cannibalize everything in my whole life and put it into my books, whether it's, you know, pregnancy or childbirth or having small babies or raising a teenage daughter or moving to England or whatever happens to me, I regurgitate it into literature in some way. Although I have actually kind of run out of material from my own life. So I've told my husband I have to have an affair to get some more material. And, you know, it's for the art, for God's sake. But he thinks that he should have the affair because it will give me more angst, hence a better book. Bastard. Anyway, we're currently negotiating. That's a really good question, Barbara. And, you know, actually, when I think about it, I probably wouldn't change anything because that little book, that tiny little document, is such an accurate portrayal of what life was like then in the 70s for girls. I mean, women were second-class citizens. We were little more than a life support system to an ovary or a pair of breasts. We were just expected to be decorative and demure, draped over their arms like a human handbag. And I think the book captures all of that so well with such kind of succinct, wry, dry, bleak humour. That it just, yeah, it's just a perfect little example, capsule of what life was like then. So I don't think I would change it, no. Well, John, when I was in my teens, when I ran away from school, I left school at 16. The only examination I've ever passed is my cervical smear test. I was in this cabaret double act called the Salami Sisters because we sang about real life meaty issues. And we had a little cult following. We used to sing it, you know, at festivals and busk on street corners and whatever. And actually Spike Milligan adopted us at the time. We were in love with him and we hitchhiked to Adelaide. He was at the Adelaide Arts Festival and kind of stalked him really like psychotic, you know, deranged fans. But he adored us and took us under his wing and he put us up in hotel rooms. It was like having a sugar daddy but no sex, a sort of saccharine daddy. And he listened to our songs and he really loved them and he was the one who said, you know, you really should think about writing a novel with your flair for language, whatever. So he was actually our mentor and our inspiration, yeah. My favourite character, Ellie, in Puberty Blues, well, I have two. It has to be the girls because they survive all of that sexism. They turn it around in the end. They flaunt tradition. They're brave enough to stand up to the society they're living in and say to the boys, you know, there is more to us. We are not just, you know, your playthings. So the fact that the book ends on such a positive note that they get a surfboard, they actually go surfing, they refuse to just sit on the beach and fold the towel and fetch the Chico roll. They say, no, we are individuals. And I love that. And we actually did do that. We did, in the end, because we weren't allowed to surf, you know, we did actually buy a surfboard for $10 and we walked up the beach with people gasping and all the surfy boys kind of dropping their beloved Chico rolls into the sand in horror to see two girls picking up a surfboard. And we did go out surfing in front of them. We knew we'd be dropped. We knew we'd be ostracised. We knew we'd be in social Siberia. And it was true, but we had drew such strength from our camaraderie and our friendship that it kept us buoyant. And, you know, and we might have got dumped, but it did launch us both on our literary careers. Okay, well that's it. Sun's shining. I've got to get back down to the beach. But I just want to let you know the second series of Puberty Blues is coming out later in the year. And if you like the series, then you really should read the book. You should slip between my covers. Satisfaction guaranteed. And maybe take a look at some of my other books too. The Boy Who Fell to Earth, which is my last book, is about to be made into a movie by Emily Mortimer. That's out now, and I've got a new book out at the end of the year. So, yeah, take a bite and see if you like it.